1972, and it was Representative Ari Taylor. She actually served in the district, while it was a different number that I serve in now. And Ari addressed a myriad of issues faced by women and the poor during her 6 terms in office. She was a successful legislation she sponsored, created the Sickle Cell Anemia Treatment Center, a hemophilia treatment center in the Colorado Income Tax Deduction for Displaced Homemaker Program, and tax reductions to prevent domestic abuse, and the amendment to the Civil Rights Act that allowed women to obtain credit.
Will you give me 2 minutes, please, here, or maybe 2 seconds? Could we have order, please? Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Ari also, she did a tax contribution to prevent domestic abuse and the amendment to the Civil Rights Act that allows women to obtain credit in their own names. And one more piece of tidbit, that back in the 70s, women used to have to go down to the basement to the ladies' room. And it was Ari Taylor who brought the ladies' restroom up here to the 2nd floor. And ladies, when you go in there, you can read about Ari Taylor. Representative Wilma Webb was a member of the Colorado State Legislature. She began her service in 1980. And she sponsored dozens of bills, including school reform and equality initiatives. She is best known for sponsoring the legislation that adopted the Martin Luther King Jr. birthday as a holiday in Colorado. And she also focused on efforts to educate youth about King's legacy. She served 13 years in the legislature, and she was the first African-American member of the legislature's Joint Budget Committee. Senator Gloria Tanner. Gloria started her tenure in 1985, and she served 16 years in the legislature and also 2 years in the Senate. Senator Tanner left a legacy because beyond her historic selections as the first African-American to serve in the Senate and the first to win the House leadership position when she chaired the Minority Caucus. Representative Rosemary Marshall. Representative Marshall began her term in 2000 to the Colorado House of Representatives, and she served 4 terms. And while she was in the legislature, she was the chairperson of the Business Affairs and Labor Committee, and she also served on the Judiciary Committee and the Legislative Audit Committee. Rosemary sponsored and passed one of the most comprehensive legislative packages against mortgage foreclosure fraud in the country. Our own Representative Rhonda Fields began her service in 2010. And Representative Fields was the first African-American woman elected in Arapahoe County. Representative Fields has successfully sponsored 9 bills and 2 joint resolutions in her first legislative session. She has previously served as the Speaker Pro Tem, and she is currently serving as our chair of local government. Representative Fields has championed issues on childhood obesity, and she sponsored bills around strong advocacy and victims' rights. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Representative Fields.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. And I am pleased to share with you, my colleague, a little bit about her accomplishments, Representative Angela Williams. It's an honor to do so. Representative Williams has been serving in office since 2010 for House District 7. She is the only Black elected official serving in the legislature from Denver. Representative Williams is a business champion and a voice for businesses at the state capitol. She has served as the Vice Chair of Audit in the Minority. She currently serves as the Chair of Business Affairs and Labor Committee, and she's also the Majority Caucus Chair. She has passed landmark legislation to reform 20 years telecommunication Colorado laws, and she's passed compensation for wrongly convicted, which was inspired by Robert Dooley case. So it's my honor to be a part of this Black History Month, and we've shared with you all of the women who have been elected and served in this state capitol. Thank you.
Further discussion, Representative Hamner and Representative Brown.
Thank you, Madam Speaker, and congratulations, Representatives Fields and Williams. Representative Brown and I are proud to be the representatives for Gunnison County, and we have some guests here today from the Gunnison School District. We'd like to welcome to the chamber. Representative Brown would like to introduce them.
Representative Brown.
Thank you, Madam Speaker, and elected officials. We have elected to the Gunnison School Board Bill Powell, Marilyn Krill, Dale Orth, and Lisa Starkelbaum. And then we also have the superintendent of Gunnison Schools here. So let's give them a big round of applause.
Sort of slid by there, Representative Brown. Representative Hamner. We'll
Thank
see
you,
how
Madam
you do.
Speaker. If there's a fine, I'll share it with Representative Brown. But while I have Representative Brown up here, could I please call up the Capitol Choir? Because guess what? It's Representative Brown's birthday today. Who knew? So I tricked him into coming down here with me. And you all know that we're the same age. And I'll let you choose who looks younger. But anyway, the Capitol Choir, please. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Representative Brown. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you.
Representative Quorum.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I would also like to take the opportunity to introduce a couple of friends of mine that have driven 400 miles, the superintendent of the West End Public Schools, Mike Eppright, and board member Tony Labato. And if there is a fine, Representative Brown will pay it. Thank you.
Welcome, folks. Representative Wilson.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. And colleagues, you've got to realize the folks that we're introducing from boards of education are actually paid less than we are. You didn't think there were people such as that, but that's true. From Buena Vista, home of the Demons, I'd like to introduce two board members over here to my right, Darren Blankenbeckler and Tim Stange from Buena Vista, Colorado, home of the Demons.
Representative Arndt.
Thank you, Madam Speaker, and I want to join the chorus of welcoming our school boards, and they are elected officials, so I will announce Carolyn Reed, Kathy Kipp, David Trask, and Susan Gutowski from the Poudre School District Board of Directors. Thank you.
Representative Primavera.
Another choir member, I'd like to have you help me welcome one of our school board members from Boulder Valley School District. It's Jenny Belval, and she does a great job representing Broomfield, and she's right over here.
Representative Brown.
Thank you, Madam Speaker, and also Representative Quorum and I would like to welcome from the Dolores School District, Linnea Vass, and she is the board president there in the Dolores district, and also their superintendent is here. They've got a great school district. Let's give them a hand.
Representative Tyler.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Members, you might notice I put a flyer on your desk. This may be the first time ever, but if it's not the first time, it's less than 3, for a great dinner at Hamburger Mary's next Tuesday. Good place. Good conversation with the National Conference of Environmental Legislators. Good group. I've met some terrific people from across the country who are legislators in Minnesota, Washington, Alabama. Please join us next Tuesday for a dinner for the National Conference of Environmental Legislators. Thank you.
Representative Kay Becker.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Please welcome Jody Mymack, Donald Scott, and Tanya Shipman from the East Grand County School Board. Superintendent, school board members, thanks for making it. And from the beautiful West Grand County, Brendan Gale, also a member of the school board over there. Thanks for traveling all the way to Denver and for representing Grand County.
Representative Quorum.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I would like to add that I think Representative Tyler said that he was paying for lunch at Hamburger Mary's. So if he doesn't, apparently there's no disagreement with that, so it's a deal. But also I want to thank you all. You know, I'm on the Wear Red program in support of our troops. Every Friday is Wear Red. The group is growing, so thank you very much. I appreciate it. Next Friday you can do better, though.
Representative Rosenthal.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. And I don't know if there are any elected officials, elected school board members from Denver. Any in the House? No? That's all right. In any event, I do want to introduce, they will be coming shortly. They're visiting with some senators in the lower chamber right now, but some visitors from Iraq, some folks who are elected, diplomats, folks like that who are visiting with us. And so if you have any time to visit with them, hopefully they'll be getting here while we're in session. But thank you, members, for your time. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Are there further announcements and introductions? Seeing none, the next order of business is third reading of bills. Mr. Tyler, please read the title of... Oh, here we go again.
All right. Okay.
This one doesn't have a second sponsor.
Oh, okay. House.
Go for it.
House Bill 1173 by Representative Mitch Bush and Rankin concerning a requirement that motor vehicles have certain traction equipment while driving in the Interstate 70 Mountain Corridor. All right.
Thank you very much, Mr. Tyler, and it won't be $5 yet. We'll see what happens next. Is there a motion from the Majority Leader? Madam Majority Leader.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I move to lay over House Bill 1173 until Monday, March 2nd.
House Bill 1173 is laid over until Monday, March 2nd, seeing no objection. Mr. Kohler, please read the title of House Bill 1035.
House Bill 1035 by Representative Fields, also Senator Cook, concerning changes to crime victim compensation.
Mr. Assistant Majority Leader.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I move for the passage of House Bill 1035 on third reading and final passage.
The question before us is the passage of House Bill 1035 on third reading and final passage. See no discussion. Mr. Kohler, please open the machine, and members proceed to vote. Representative, close the machine. With 48 ayes, 12 noes, and 5 excused, House Bill 1035 is passed. Co-sponsors. Close the machine. The next order of business is General Orders, second reading of bills. Representative Lontine. You have heard the motion. Seeing no objections, Representative Lontine will take the chair.
Will come to order. With your unanimous consent, the bills will be read by title unless there is a request for reading a bill at length. Committee amendments will not be read unless requested, as they are printed and in your bill folders. Floor amendments will be shown on the screen and on your iPads and not read unless requested. Bills will be laid over upon the motion of the Majority Leader, and the coat rule is relaxed.
Mr. Kohler, please read the title of the first bill.
Senate Bill 57 by Senator Balmer, also Representative Williams, concerning the reporting requirements of the Colorado Clean Claims Task Force.
Representative Williams.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I move Senate Bill 1557.
To the bill.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Members, this is the Clean Claims Task Force reporting requirements. And basically what this bill does is it changed the reporting requirements from the Colorado Medical Clean Claims Task Force. And under current law, it's sent to HCPF and the Health and Human Services Committee. And right now, we want to move it over to the Commissioner of Insurance of Department of Regulatory Agencies and the business committees of the General Assembly. The task force was originally created under House Bill 1332. It has a developed standardized set of payment rules with edits. I will share with you that this bill had no opposition. We have the potential to be a national model for the rest of the country. It passed unanimously out of business. There is no fiscal note, and I ask you for an aye vote.
Is there any further discussion? Seeing none, the question before us is the passage of Senate Bill 57. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Those opposed, no. Senate Bill 57 passes. Mr. Kohler, please read the title of House Bill 1188.
House Bill 1188 by Representatives Ryden and Primavera, also Senator Neville T., concerning clarifications to the State Vocational Rehabilitation Program.
Representative Primavera.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I move House Bill 1188, and there is no committee report. Oh, I'm sorry, there is a committee report. Is it Public Health and Human Services Committee report? Okay.
To the amendment, Representative. To the report, I'm sorry. Representative Ryden.
Thank you, Madam Chair. The committee report simply made a few changes to some of the language to make sure that we were conforming with federal requirements. And these were also done in consultation with the Cross Disabilities Coalition, who played a big role in helping us put this bill together. I urge an aye vote on the committee report.
Is there any further discussion on the committee report for House Bill 1188? Seeing none, the question before us is the adoption of the Public Health Committee report. Those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no. The committee report passes. Representative Primavera.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Well, as you probably know, the Legislative Audit Committee takes a look at audits that have been performed by the Office of the State Auditor. And the November 2013 performance audit of the Vocational Rehabilitation Program found that the department was not adequately overseeing the program to ensure it complied with federal regulations and state statutes or utilized public funds efficiently and effectively to serve eligible people with disabilities. The audit recommended that the department work with the General Assembly to help ensure the program accomplishes the purposes intended by federal regulations and state law. So this proposed legislation reflects changes to address the audit recommendations and ensure that the department complies with statutes. As we're all working towards workforce development and trying to get people employed, people with disabilities are one of the more underemployed segments of society, so they deserve a program that really fits their needs and helps them become self-sufficient, and the taxpayers deserve a better program and a better use of their funds, so I ask for an aye vote.
Is there any further discussion? Seeing none, the question before us is the passage of House Bill 1188. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? House Bill 1188 passes. Madam Majority Leader.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I move the committee rise and report.
Seeing no discussion, or I'm sorry, no objections, the committee will rise and report.
The House will come back to order. Mr. Kohler, please read the report of the Committee of the Whole.
Madam Speaker, Committee of the Whole begs leave to report is under consideration of following attached bills being second reading thereof and makes the following recommendations thereon. House Bill 1188 amended, passed on second reading in order to gross placed on calendar for third and final passage. Senate Bill 57 passed on second reading in order to revised and placed on calendar for third and final passage.
You have heard the motion and there, Representative Lontine. You have now heard the motion, and there are no amendments. The question before the House is the adoption of the report of the Committee of the Whole. Mr. Kohler, please open the machine, and members proceed to vote. Representatives Pedersen and Willett. Representative Willett. Thank you. Close the machine. With 60 ayes, no noes, and 5 excused, the report of the Committee of the Whole is adopted. Announcements and introductions. Representative Vigil.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. CDC members, upon adjournment today, we'll be having our meeting up in 356, and hopefully we get out of there sometime early. So that CDC members report 356 upon adjournment.
Representative Ryden.
Thank you, Madam Speaker, and members of the State Veterans and Military Affairs Committee, and anyone who is making plans to come down and testify or listen in on proceedings on Monday. We have a new order of the bills that we will be hearing. Our first bill will be Senate Bill 44 with Representative Thurlow. The second bill will be House Bill 1148 with Representative Brown. The third bill will be House Bill 1193 with Representative Windholz. The fourth bill will be House Bill 1044 with Representative Klingenschmidt, and the fifth bill will be House Bill 1212 with Representative Becker. Thank you.
Are there further announcements and introductions? Representative Buck.
Thank you, Madam Speaker, and I just want to welcome the Clubhouse Colorado affiliates, which includes North Range Behavioral Health out of Northern Colorado and Touchstone out of Larimer County. So welcome to the House.
I believe that's a $2 fine, Representative Buck. Are there further announcements and introductions? Madam Majority Leader.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I move that the House stand in recess until 1 p.m. later today.
The motion is to recess until later today, and at that time, folks, we will adjourn until 10 a.m. on Monday. Please, is there further announcements and introductions? No. Okay. So please drive carefully, everyone, and enjoy your weekend. We will see you on Monday. The motion is to recess. So ordered.